Right, welcome back everybody. Welcome back to yet another TapDaddy stream. Hell yeah. So I hope you guys are having a good Thursday. You guys know the deal for today. We got some beats to mix. We got a lot of mixing to get through today, so we're gonna just try to dive into it. Before we do though, just wanted to show you guys, this is my newest release. It's called Cloudless Days. Oh my god. Oh my god. There's an air show going on outside of my apartment right now. I don't know how we're gonna get through today. What the hell? Oh my god. It's crazy out there. Hearing I swear it sounds like airstrikes. Jesus. Anyways, let's prevail though. We got so much work to get through today. We got 3 tracks picked out. We're gonna try to mix them all in under 3 hours. Light mixes. Just getting it touched up, cleaned up, mastered, ready to be shown to the people. Mostly just beats for BeatStars. That's really the name of the game today. But yeah, if you guys are trying to find my music, go check it out on platforms. I've got an EP coming out in 21 days. I'm so excited for the Thinking of You EP. Let's go! Hell yeah! Alright, I am going to put the kibosh on this though. I'll let you guys go seek out TapDaddy on all platforms if you are interested. And let's see how much of this we can mix. Oh my god. Oh my god, there's an air show going on outside. All right. Let's try to do audio work. Yay. Oh, it's just rumbling all around my house. This is not ideal for doing audio work. All right, let's give our first listen through. Let's see where we're at with this beat. This is already sounding pretty slick. We might just kind of mess with the bass a little bit. I was doing some light mixing when we made this. Light mixing. Oh my gosh. You guys will have to let me know if you can hear all that noise outside. Off some of these tracks that we're not using, or actually let me just triple check that I didn't delete something that we needed. Nope, we don't need these tracks. Okay, get rid of these. And cool. All right, what is our max peak value? Minus 0.84. That's perfect. We're below 0. But let's try to give ourselves a little bit of headroom. We are going to turn this down a little bit. Just a little baby bit. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh my gosh, man. This is going to be hellish trying to mix with these fucking jets flying over my house, man. Okay, so let's start messing around here. we got this like synth pad thing. And I see we've already set up our sidechain into it. Let's see what's going on in the EQ range here. It's razor thin. It looks like we got some fuzz down here. We might end up just cutting that because I don't think it's contributing anything to the sound. Let's figure it out. Yeah. It's just decibels we don't need. We'll just cut the bottom here. Oh my gosh. These planes are gonna be so annoying today. Man. And I think we're gonna maybe try to compress this pad a little bit, see if we can get just a bit more fatness on this pad, just a little bit more intensity. Let's do this. LA2A. Okay, well right now this just boosted the gain, right? Let's see if we have this needle floating up here. What I like about the LA2A is it's a tube compressor that kind of, I don't know, any mid-range you might have, it kind of accentuates that mid-range in a pretty nice way. And also you can see, since we have this floating, it's kind of normalizing the volume of these two chops that we have here. Alright, I think we could probably turn this down a little bit now that we've got this all boosted up in the LA2A. And I am hearing a little bit of clicking. Okay, we need like a little bit of fade in. Attack is at 0. That should help. You guys hear that through the microphone? Ah. Good God. Dude, this mixing session is gonna be like nearly impossible. I'm gonna just try to get through this the best I can. Hopefully those jets shut the fuck up soon. Okay, let's take a look at this bass. And also, well, we do gotta keep in mind also this like piano. Okay, so this guy, this little like phone ring thing, I think we want to slightly compress this to help bring the delays forward a bit. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, we're really having it like compressed down so we can have the gain up a little bit higher, allowing for those delays to come forward a little bit more. I don't think I really want to mess with this piano though. There's nothing really wrong with it. Although if we did try like a little bit of this 1176, it might spice up the attack on this a little bit. It does kind of grab a lot of that reverb, bring it forward. It does feel slightly more vibrant now. Here we go. Dude, these drums are perfect though. These drums are so good. I really like what we got going on here. It's this mono, we cut the highs, decapitator, 1176. That's really putting in a lot of work, this 1176 up here. A little boost to the kick down there. We definitely mixed these drums really well during the production section, so we're not gonna mess with them much. Jeez. Okay, so this saxophone, we've actually got fed into this this EQ, or this delay in this EQ in this return track. I think what we're going to try to do here is we're going to set up a slight sidechain so that basically as that saxophone comes in, the delays are going to come down a little bit, and as the saxophone lets off, the delays kind of come forward. Boy, I know you guys can hear that because I heard it through the microphone. The jets. Oh, man. Today is so annoying. I'm very annoyed today. All right, let's try to get this done. Glue compressor. And basically, oops, no, not on this track, on this track, the return track. So basically, if you guys are curious how we've got this set up, track 8, which is this track right here, is being fed into return track B at about like 60%, you know? That's what a return track is. We're taking 60% of audio from this and diverting it into this track. Really advantageous because now we can use a sidechain signal saying, hey, take this signal from this, and when this comes in, make this duck down a little bit. So that's going to help us tame these delays and ultimately help us get a little bit more mileage, I think, out of these delays. I'm actually not sure if I want the ratio up that high yet. Set up our input, track 8. That's perfect. Okay. Oh, also, I want to cut off in that dropout. Let's get rid of that last little pickup bass note right over here. Perfect. Let's go see if there's any other dropouts where we got an awkward bass note. No, that's good. That's intentional, right? I think it's really just that last one because we cut the bass line there. It was just like a pickup to nothing, right? Okay. We should go back and do these vibraphone. Also, maybe just zoom in on this bass a little bit. Do we like it? Do we like what we're getting out of this? What if we did the compression after the EQ and after the distortion? There we go. What's up, Mammy? How's it going? Late, but finally made it. Hey, it's good to have you here. Hell yeah. How's your day going? Okay, I'm liking the sound of this bass. It's humming nicely. Let's mess with our this little radiator, simple saturator plugin. There we go. Yeah, Mammy says it's good. How's your day been? Oh, there's an air show going on outside my house right now. Well, I'm trying to mix, so I'm like struggling here to mix, you know. But aside from that, it's been a pretty good day. But yeah, it's good. I'm finally home. Had a ton of appointments earlier. I hope they all went well. Glad you're home. Glad you're home and chilling now. Max chilling. Hell yeah. Okay, and yeah, let's. I feel like I'm liking where our bass is at now. We'll see. Like, I think I like it on this side, but let's A/B test our way to victory. Maybe. Yeah, maybe like... Maybe after the EQ cut and boost... Now, let's actually keep it where it was. I think that was the most ideal. I really want to zoom in here, make sure that we're not getting any clicks, pops, all that. Yeah, you can kind of hear that click, that pop. It's this guy. Man, for some reason this side chaining is really, really digging in. A little bit too fast. It's not too much of an issue because it happens on the kick, it kind of gets buried, but if we turned these off. No, it definitely does need that side chain to take hold. All right. Well, we're just gonna work with it then, I think, you know? Ooh, if we boost over here, we get a little bit more of that fuzz. That's kind of interesting. Okay, here we are. Now I think we could probably set it back in the mix a little bit. Let's get it a little bit more of a rounded. These are kind of extreme EQs. We're going to kind of tone it down a bit. It is kind of interesting as we really throw it up there. I'm really like lifting and sweeping to really get an understanding of what each part of this EQ is doing. But I'm not gonna lie, I kind of enjoy the fuzz that we get when we spike it up really extremely. And we're gonna hit a middle ground here, something like this. A little whoop kind of EQ, that's the technical term. Turn off this radiation and just hear what it sounds like without the distortion. Okay, so pretty similar. This is just giving it bite. There we go. But yeah, Mammy says, I can't hear what you're referring to, but my hearing got jacked up in an accident last year. Oh, that's unfortunate. I'm sorry to hear that. It's really minute what I'm messing with here. It's just very subtle adjustments to the EQ. Not doing a whole lot, you know? But man, that's rough though. Yeah, the fuzz you were talking about. Yeah, it's you know, somewhere up here in like the 5K hertz range. I don't know if that means anything to you. Hear this guy. Yeah, it's the difference between like this and this. Kind of like that just it kind of gives it a little bit of bite up here, but I see this where I get like way into the weeds with like the most minute things that people aren't really thinking about. All right, man, we're getting good here. Like this is feeling pretty nice. I'm gonna get a little bit of LA2A on this guy, on this vibraphone. Ooh, that feels good. Wait, let's get our oops. We need to get that up. Okay, I like the sound of compression on this vibraphone. It feels good. Okay, let's make some last minute adjustments to this, and then we'll just start mastering it. Oh man, the jets are coming back around. God, trying to mix during an air show is Not what I had on my bingo sheet today. Okay, now let's get this nice sloped fade out. We'll see where that leads us. Yeah, that seems super annoying. Oh my god, it's just been nonstop jets flying over my house. It started like 5 minutes before I went live. I was like, no. I guess that's just the universe telling me you're gonna have to really work for your mixes today. Okay. Nice. Okay. I think we got something pretty damn good here, and I think we're ready to start the mastering. We'll start by pulling out our Shadow Hills Master Compressor. Ooh, this feels good, like actually really squeezed, you know, very yeah, we're going like a little overly compressed on the master, and I like that feel. And then we're gonna add another little dash of little radiator here, getting a little bit of distortion on this. Ooh. Oh, this is really lifting. That's a lot of distortion, honestly. Oh, that air feels really good. All right. Now, let's move on to the next step, which is, okay, I think here's what we're going to try to do. We're going to try to raise the volume of this to put it just above 0 dB, but we're going to limit it to hard cap it at 0. Also, I have no idea why. Anytime I load up my utility, It's now always set to minus 32.9. I don't know why that. I must have accidentally did something. So silly. Let's see. So we're gonna maybe set it up by like 4.5 and just like slap a limiter on here, and then we're gonna start feeding it into our maximizer, and hopefully if we've done our homework right, we're gonna get a LUFS value between like minus 11 and minus 9, hoping somewhere more on the minus 10 to minus 9 side of things. We'll see. Let's go ahead and get our loudness meter out so we can start measuring. And let's see, we're setting the ceiling at 0. Let's try this. Wow, we're already up there. That maximizer is not going to have to carry us too far. I think we're gonna try to take this. Let's try to start running this from here. Now we're gonna slap that ozone maximizer on it. So this is definitely gonna jump up in volume, I assume. So just protect your ears. This might little volume warning. This might get a little loud. We'll see. All right, let's run it. Don't like this. I actually do agree with it clamping down on this mid-range. This is like around where we have the synth pad, right? I'm just gonna do that. Okay, let's bring it back a little bit. Let's see how close we've gotten. We're aiming for anywhere between minus 11 and minus 9 LUFS. It's kind of the target range, I think. And it would be good if it was on the louder side. Harsh on that bass. I have to back it off a little bit. Let's hear it. Nice. We're at about minus 10 point. Let's see how much it drops. 10.3. That's fine. That's fine. I'll take that. I think we got one here. Minus 10.5. I mean, you know, this is all outerlude stuff. It's okay that it's dropping. It was about the volume we needed it at, and it's still in our range. That's perfect. Okay. Easy one to start us off with, right? Let's save this. And I've got two more picked out that we're trying to do. We're going to do a little save live set as that one only took, half an hour. It was not bad. Mix V1. Boop. Okay, and let me look up what we are doing next. I put it all in my Google Calendar. Yes, I'm a Google Calendar kind of guy. I have such bad ADHD, I suppose, that I just need to schedule out every single hour of my week, or else I find myself twiddling my thumbs. It's not good. Not very productive. All right, 759 is, I believe, what we have next. These are some really old projects, but I've been going back through a lot of my, demos and stuff, and finding some good stuff, finding some really fun stuff. All right, so I think I'm going to grab a little bit of coffee, and we'll see. Yeah, Mammy's like, same. Yeah. I hate scheduling too. My wife is like, you have to schedule. She's right. She's always right. Let's see. Yeah, I'm going to play you guys probably my favorite single from my upcoming album, Thinking of You. This is dropping in 21 days, 8 hours, 22 minutes, and 9 seconds. I will drop a link to the pre-save page for anybody that might be interested. Boop, there we go. And I hope you guys enjoy it. Lilac Petals. I'll be 2 seconds. I'm just going to heat up some coffee. All right, I'll be right back. I am back with hot coffee. Oh, so good. Sweet nectar of the gods. All right. But yes, I hope you guys enjoyed Lilac Petals. I am so excited for this EP. I don't know. This is like, I've had like such a tight collection of just like the loveliest songs, the absolutely most flowery, loveliest, like, I don't know how to describe it other than that. It's basically a little collection of love letters, It's, yeah, I don't know. I've just, something, like, this is an EP that I'm just, like, so looking forward to. I've kind of had tucked away for a little while. So, anyways, that's coming out on October 10th. Mark your calendars. I have mine marked. But let's dive into the next track. I think we're just gonna lock in here, try to fly through this. This is such an old track. We will see kind of what we're working with here. But I chose them this morning, and I remember this one being pretty good. Let's check it out. Yeah, this one. Thank you, Mammy. Ooh, I just love how simple this is. Ooh, that's a sub bass. It's kind of interesting having these two basses at once, but they do work together. This is like all sub, and this pluck guitar has like a lot of good mid-range to help distinguish it. All right, I think we can do a pretty straightforward, simple mix on this one. Oh, it's looped. I was like, why did that happen? Oh shit, I'm gonna have to play with the arrangement here, I think. Or that's just how it ends. Shit, that's right. I like this one. I like this. Okay, I'm glad I dug this out of the pile. Okay, let's start by looking at these drums. We just got a drum bus on it, which actually is making it sound pretty snappy and nice. Now, I do think that we need some compression on here. We're going to grab this 1176 and just go get a little crazy with it. Get a little wild. Let's see. I don't know though, this is kind of taking the punch out of it. Maybe this isn't the type of compressor we want. Maybe instead we're going to go for the LA2A just to kind of lift some of these details. And I'm also kind of thinking maybe a slight room verb could really tie this together nicely. Yeah, I'm thinking a nice little like, oh man, what is the type of reverb I'm thinking of here? It's like a drum booth kind of reverb. Let's go digging. I know I've got some really good ones here in that are just stock Ableton. Let's search drum in our reverbs. Drum booth presence. I think that was one that I use a lot. And I'm going to try to slip this in before the compression, because hopefully whatever we get from this is going to be slightly lifted by that compressor. Boy, we cannot hear this. What is going on? Oh, I'm a dumbass. I'm like, I was wondering, I was like, why is nothing working here? I thought I had some compression, was like, that's kind of lifted. That's nice. I'm an idiot. Just goes to show, guys. You're never, even after years and years and years, you're going to put an effect on the wrong track and convince yourself that it's doing something and then go, Shh, you saw nothing. All right. Let's start with that 1176 again. Here we go. Oh, do we want to go that hard? That might be a mistake going that hard, right? Woo! This sounds slick. All right, we should definitely bring down the volume, though. Let's not get too comfortable at this high volume here. We're going to bring all of these guys down by like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There we go. All right. This is where I would highly recommend turning your volume up if needed. I think this might be too much compression. I just love smashing these drums through this 1176, but now let's go get that reverb. There we go. What's up, Signature? How you doing, man? It's good to see you, dude. Let's see. We're digging through some really old beats today, by the way. I kind of like this this presence. The compression, I think, is a little bit too much, though. Ooh, compression after the room verb. Now, you'll notice this is like a lot louder than it needs to be. But yeah, that's good, man. Just chilling. Sounds great. Thank you, man. Thank you. Glad you're having a chill day, man. All right. I think we just need to focus on some gain staging here. These organs were loud. We need a little bit of LA2A on this guitar to help pick it up a little bit. Give it some more body. Ah, I see. I have these, one of these is chopped, one of these is just laid in the track. Interesting. I kind of did it in a little bit of an odd way. Why is it? Oh, yeah. Okay. So what we're going to do here is we're going to group these. We're trying to treat these the same. Here we go. Alright, let's get this piano up. I've already got an LA2A on here. Let's just go fix that. Or no, I don't. I put it on the wrong thing here. I'm trying to move too fast today, guys. I'm all out of whack. There we go. What's up, Big Dave? How you doing, man? Nice of you to pop in, dude. Okay. Okay, you see that lifts it pretty nicely. I like this. I think I might actually play around with taking this side chaining off of this piano. This might also benefit from a little bit of room reverb. It's got some room reverb on it, just built into the DST, right? But I think we could do better. Maybe this live resonant. Woo! Hell yeah. You know, I'm going to play around with switching the compression on this guy. Because I thought that 1176 was going to... Ooh, this is bringing that forward nice. Yeah, you can feel how much more lively that is, right? But yeah, Big Dave saying chillin'. I got the Ableton going, now working with FL Studio resampling. Dude, nice. This is how you know he's a pro. He has multiple DAWs open at once. No, that's awesome, man. I hope you're having a good session. Boy, if you guys had to classify this as a type beat, what kind of type beat would it be? Because Because I think, unfortunately, like, I'm gonna have to call it a something type beat if I want this to get in the hands of rappers. That's just the unfortunate reality of working as a producer in 2025, you know? I just have no idea. Honestly, the first thing that comes to mind is Flowbots. You know, the guys that made that Handlebars song that was really popular in, like, the early 2000s. Fun fact, Flowbots comes through my town, like, all the time. All the time. I've seen them, like, a couple times now. They put on really fun shows. I think they might just be local to Colorado, so they perform quite a bit in my area. I don't know. Let's also pull out an EQ. Ooh, you know what I want to do? I want to kind of like carve out this mid-range and emphasize it. Sometimes by like putting these separators, the fun thing about EQs, just a little tip, whatever is around these divots is going to be accentuated, right? So if you're trying to like make a section of your EQ feel a little bit more defined, sometimes like kind of putting these tight divots around it can really sort of help with that, help it feel more defined if we're trying to make this mid-range really pop, right? Nice, okay. I feel like these guitars are pretty dry too. We're probably going to use the similar reverb to what we did on that piano. Lively resonant. Here we go. Yeah, it just totally changes the feeling of it, doesn't it? Opens it up, lets it breathe. I want to maybe put just like a little splash of Decapitator on these drums. See if we get a little bit more crunch on it. I don't want to go too crazy with it, but... Woo, there we go. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. What's up, Mammy? Yeah, she says, okay, I'm back. It's like 85 degrees and I really needed some ice cream. You know, I feel you on that. Hell yeah. Ooh, man, I'm really enjoying this mix. I'm just enjoying it, you know? Look at me enjoying music. That's wild. All right. Let's make sure we don't get any ghost signals in here. There we go. But yeah, sounding really good. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. I'm glad you didn't come back and you're like, huh, Tap? What the fuck? Oh man, now it's that bass that needs a little bit of a... You know, I never put reverbs on basses, but I feel like we're going to get a really cohesive, like, live room sort of sound if we keep using that lively resonant reverb. Loving what that's doing to this mix. Yeah, lively resonant. Okay. Here we go. Just a little bit. Yeah. Okay. And I think we need a little bit of LA2A on this guy. Give them a little bit of power. A little fatness. I see we got a lot of stuff going on this sub bass. I'm gonna do one more thing though. Let's bust out that 1176. Let's kind of smash it through this compressor, and this is gonna help normalize the notes that are more resonant against the notes that are less resonant. You know, you guys ever have that issue with like a sub bass where it's like some notes hit, some notes don't? This kind of helps with that if you just really compress it, you know. Okay, so that's like smashed, right? Now we can just totally bring it up. Maybe we don't need to smash it like that much. Let this needle float is basically what I'm thinking. Do we even need this distortion right here? Yeah, maybe we don't even need that distortion. Do we even need the side chain? Woo! Yeah, I think just kind of dumbing down my approach to sub basses. I feel like this was back when I was doing too much on a simple sub bass. Yeah, let's get rid of all this. We don't need it. Now that we got this section going on, let's EQ our bass, our bass guitar against that. Nice. Hell yeah. What if we put that same live resonant on these organ blips? Try it. Yeah, this one we're really just coding it in room verb and sounding awesome. Yeah. I think we're pretty much there. Let's go back to our drums. get our EQ out. Just gonna give it a little bit more thump. Okay, so, wow, we have way so much headroom. I'm sorry, it's probably so quiet on the stream, isn't it? And then this sub bass really kicks it into notch. We're gonna limit this sub bass, hope of giving ourselves more headroom. Let's try to bring this even more down. Not too quiet. Good. Glad to hear it, Mammy. We're about to make it really loud. We got about 10 decibels of headroom here. We're definitely going to be able to raise this up. All right. I want to maybe change the end of those drums a little bit. I'm not sure I like it ending on that kick, you know? Maybe we just end on that hi-hat. Yeah, that feels good. Hey, what's up, Aiden? How you doing, man? How's your day going, my guy? Let's see. Okay, I think I'm feeling ready to start mastering. Let's just hear this back one more time. See if we are indeed vibing with it. Might take down that open hat. It's a little rough. And it's already super compressed, so I don't know how much this is gonna help it. But let's try it. That's a little bit better. But yeah, he says, I'm stuck at my college until 7 p.m., so I'm just playing Silk Song. Good on you, man. I've been definitely fucking with some Silk Song lately, man. I haven't even gotten that far in it. I've probably like put about 5 hours into it so far. God, I love it. I love it, man. I really was a big fan of the first Hollow Knight, and this one just has me like super excited. Whew. The sub bass is sick. All right, we're gonna work on getting this volume up. I'm gonna start mastering it, I think. Let's see. But yeah, Aiden says, I was told I'd find my people at college, and I've been here 3 weeks, and I'm still not in a friend group. Dude, making friends in college is tough, man. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like people, make it sound easier than it is. They're like, oh, just go talk to people. And it's like, I've tried that. Nah, I feel you, man. Honestly, I was like in a band with some homies when I went off to college, and they were kind of my friend group for a while. And then, like, the lead singer of the band started going a little bit off the rails, you know? He was getting a little bit too much into drugs and whatnot. And I had to kind of, like, cut myself off from that friend group, you know, which was incredibly difficult. And then I was, like, on my own for a little while. And then finally, I ended up making a friend in one of my classes. We just, like, worked on an assignment and hit it off pretty well. So we were like, oh, hell yeah, you know? And then I met his roommate, and we're still good friends. Me and his roommate, we still hang out and play video games all the time, even though we both graduated, like, 5 years ago. You know, but I spent like a whole year not, you know, not really making too many friends. I feel you on the struggle, man. I think you just got to kind of put yourself out there. And that's easier said than done. It sucks. Let's see. Let's see. What are we doing? Shadow Hills Master Compressor. Hell yeah. I'm gonna enable that sidechain. This one might also be a track that we kind of like really squeeze on it with the compressor. Boy, yeah, it's so quiet that we really got to get that threshold up. Maybe a little less on the discrete. All right, let's start getting that gain up. There we go. Yeah, Aiden says, the only real friend I've had in years is Swiss cheese. Fair enough, man. Fair enough. I feel like that's the thing, is you also just gotta value the friends that you have, you know? Probably my best friend is actually a homie that I met in the 4th grade. I met him in the 4th grade, and, I'm still friends with him. We play video games at least once a week together. Yeah, I practically grew up at his house, you know. In fact, I was just playing Helldivers 2 with him and his older brother not last night, the night before or so. I don't know. Point is, I feel you, Aiden. It's tough making friends, man. It's really tough making friends. I feel like they're kind of hard to come by, you know, a good friend. That's why, you know, I've kind of gone out of my way to really try to cherish the people that I do have as friends, you know. It's tough. Yeah, he says, but he's all the way in Dubai, so that makes it kind of hard for us to hang out in person often. I feel you on that, man. I haven't hung out with people in person in a very long time. I have a very tight friend group that we play games on Xbox. That's kind of like how we stay in touch. That's how we hang out, you know? And I think that's fine, though. I think that's okay if, you know, that's just what is convenient. I think it's still important to get out and do things and meet people in real life, you know? But I think it's also, like, totally valid if that is how you are sustaining your friendship with people, you know, is just connecting with them online, you know, totally valid, right? Yeah, he says, you might remember back in March, I met him for the first time. That's right. I remember you telling me, man. All right, let's see what our max peak value is. Let's see if we like this compression, you know? God, this mix is coming out cool, man. Oh yeah. That's wild. It's really blowing on that discrete compressor. That's crazy. Oh man. But yeah, Aiden says, ironically enough, his dad is friends with someone who lives in the neighborhood where my mom used to go to school. Wow, that is 6 degrees of Kevin Bacon, man. He says, which is where I met up with him. Oh, that's sick. No, I got you. That's dope, man. Yeah, you know what's funny? I feel like a lot of the friends that I have right now, just like outside of music and whatnot, like I said, like I've got a friend group that I do know in real life, and we play video games like at least once a week. We try to meet up. And then we in that friend group, there's also a lot of people that we've met online through Xbox, and so there's people that I don't even really know their real name, but we've been friends for years at this point, almost like a decade. And it's like, oh yeah, I've got, a couple of friends that I just like know them by their Xbox usernames. Hey, Ray Sean Higgins, how's it going, man? Iceberg Slim with the Golden Child. How you doing, man? Nice of you to pop in, dude. Nice of you to pop in. Let's see. Oh shit, I meant to grab the max peak value. Oh well, we gotta listen again. That's okay. I could just run it over here. Here we go. But yeah, how's your day going, Ray Sean? How you doing, man? Yeah, it's looking like we're at like a max peak value of like 9. I mean, we're gonna throw a limiter on it, so if it does touch the ceiling a bit, it's not gonna be that big of a deal. Okay. Okay, now here is where the volume warning comes into play. I am going to raise the volume of this track by 9 decibels. So, you might want to turn your headphones down a little bit if you got them cranked up. Yeah, this is going to get a little bit loud. I'm also going to actually, maybe before we I actually don't want to mess with distortion on this one. It's a clean mix, very clean mix, right? So let's throw a limiter on here. We're going to limit it at the top, and again, just volume warning. This is going to be 9 decibels louder than we had previously heard it. So let's hear it. Ready? Let's go. Yeah, Ray Johnson's doing great, bro. Thanks. It feels good. It feels good in here. Hell yes. Thank you, man. Yeah, we're just vibing today. Just mixing these beats down, man. Been meaning to get these off my plate for a long time now. Putting in the work today, you know. Whew. I hope that's gonna feel like an unrelenting force in the car. All right. We still have quite a ways to go, though. Does not look like we are close to our target goal. Really, I think for this one, it's like I want it to be at least minus 11. I'll take minus 11.5 if needed. We're gonna bust out our maximizer. So again, another little volume warning for you here. Let's try to do this, and this will jump up in volume, I think. So just careful with your ears. Yeah, no. All right, let's do it. I want to totally maybe actually we let it dip down like this. That's probably good. Okay, let's bring it back and let's get our LUFS value. See where we're at. Okay, so we're paying attention to this number right here. It's going to be lower than this, I think. We're just going to try to see if we can knock this above minus 11. Let's listen from the beginning. Make sure I have this meter in the right spot. Yeah. Oh boy, we got quite a ways to go. Let's see. I think that sub is going to inflate the LUFS value for us. As long as it's relatively loud, you know. Where it puts in the work. That's actually, yeah, we might be on target here. Sick. Oh, man. Yes, minus 10.4. I'm absolutely taking that. That sounded great. Let's save this. Wow, I'm really bad about doing save as. All right, mix V1. And we got one more that we're trying to hit today. Let's just dive into it. I think I'm all out of coffee out there anyway, so. But yeah. You're trying to fight, beat a boss fight in Silksong with my laptop keyboard on a cafeteria table. You got this, man. Keep fighting it. Keep fighting the good fight. He says it's so difficult without my full setup. Yeah, no, I got you, man. I believe in you, man. I believe in you. You got this. Dude, I love games that are just like that challenging that you just gotta throw your face at it until something breaks, you know? Love it. Okay, cool. That is mastered. Let's go see. Oh shit, I just realized it's 85.5. Let's try to change this to 86. And let's just hear it back, make sure this sounds good. Okay, I think it's gonna be fine. I just wanted to make sure these chops lined up. Everything else should be in place. Okay, we're good then. We're good. Okay. All right, we got one more. Let's dive into it. Let's see. It is number 738. Oh, I remember this one. This is going to be a cool one. You guys are in for a treat. This one's got kind of interesting song structure to it, okay? It's not like even 8 bars. It kind of goes all over the place, and I kind of made this and arranged it in such a way that I hope and intend for rappers to just like walk a mile on this beat, you know, just walk a mile on a verse. I think it's going to be really slick. So let's give it our first listen through. I want to show you guys what we are working with. This one, I don't think it'll be too challenging. You can see it's mostly like this sample chop. But I think we got something pretty cool here. Let's check it out. Ray Sean's like, oh, that's fire. Save it for me. I'll do it. Yes, man. Yes. In fact, yo, if you want this beat, reach out to me. I've got my email in the, I've got my email listed below. And basically, all of these are going to reach my BeatStars. So they're going to be, like, permissions will be available. It just kind of depends on how long it's going to take me to get it up there. But if you want it, I'll prioritize it for you. I'll make sure that you get it, you know? So just, like, shoot me an email. I'll definitely get back to you, man. But, yeah, let's get into it. Let's get into it, though. I think this is going to be one of those where we're going to duplicate out this sample chop and we're going to kind of like divide it into sections so we can make that bass nice and compressed and powerful and maybe even widen up some of the mid-range. Could be kind of cool, right? But yeah, Aiden's like, this motherfucking boss has 5 phases. What the fuck? I believe in you, man. Just got to keep throwing yourself at it. You got this. All right. Let's clean up this sample chop before we duplicate it. But yes, Ray Sean, I want to hear your bars on this, dude. Okay, we're gonna add a little bit of fade in to eliminate any clicking sounds. Yeah, this is sound clean. Okay. I almost want to slip in on this snare, just like the tiniest little splash of reverb to help it, like, you know? That'd be good. That'd be really cool. The question is, what kind of reverb? I'm thinking let's pull out Super Plate here. There's a couple reverbs I want to try. Really, I want to try this monotube. Thank you, Signature. Oh my god, I love this song, dude. Absolutely love this. I can't wait to hear bars. Damn, Rayshot, I really need you to rhyme this for me. I need you to do something with it. Ugh, okay. Okay, let's get our hands dirty here. I want to keep focusing on drums before we address the sample material. And I think this intro section sounded clean. Alright. I'm thinking we need, like, what if we went less on the drum bus? And we instead kind of got in here a little bit of decapitator. And then we'll raise it up to the volume we need it to. Take an EQ to this kick. I feel like we're just getting way too much of this mid. Yeah, it's this drum bus that's really... Okay, we're kind of cleaning it up a little bit. And then I think what we're going to do to really bring out the drama of these drums is we're going to put some LA2A on it to really like lift all of these cymbals and everything and kind of put it a little bit further in your face. And then we're going to gain stage it back into place. That lifts nicely. All right. Let's see what our max peak is. We're probably going to bring this down a bit. Yeah, it's positive 1.27. Let's just take everything as a whole. We're going to move it down 1, 2. Now we're below. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Maybe not that much. Like, yeah, 5. Okay. If you need to bring your headphones up, you know, I encourage it. I definitely do. All right, so, and here's the difficult thing with this sample. It's basically like a vinyl chop. There's going to be stuff that is not going to be the most clean. We're going to try to do the best we can with what we've got. You can hear it. It's like got percussive details in there and stuff. That's okay. We're going to work with it. We're going to try to isolate this bass. And of course, there's going to be some kick signal in there and whatever else, but that's okay. We're going to work with what we got. Okay, let's get an EQ out. Okay, I think that's pretty good. We got a little bit of that organ hanging on there. That's gonna be okay though. I think we can work with that. Now let's take this guy, put him up top, switch the direction on the EQ. Bring him back a little bit. There we go. What's great about this is now we can get some LA2A on that low end. Woo! We could even mono the low end. Oops, that's set to 0 or set to very low. All right, we might even play around with a little bit of saturation on the mid-range. But I think that this can now be set down. Drums back up in there. And we had, okay, that's going to sound a little bit odd. Let's try moving this down here and just seeing if that sounds continuous. Okay, that sounds continuous. There we go. Yeah, we don't need these guys. Whatever. It's not going to be distorted right there at the end. It's just minor detail. right. I think we got this pretty goddamn good. Let's hear this intro into the rest of the track. Make sure that this feels nice and even, like it connects nice. Gonna drop a TapDaddyBeats, you know? It's gonna be sick. Finally beat it? Hell yeah, Aiden. See, I told you. I told you you got this. Hell yeah. Sick beat. Thank you, man. Thank you. I appreciate it. All right. All right. Let's start mastering this. Good God, this is sounding wonderful, man. I like this track. It's a little rough and gritty, but god damn, I kind of like it that way. All right. Let's start. Yeah, we're gonna really crank up that optical gain in this one. Now I'm curious if we took off that radiator. Yeah, maybe instead of radiating right here, we might do a little bit on the master. I think that might be a little bit cleaner. Yeah. Aiden says, okay, I got something and now I have a new downward attack that I don't like, and I don't know how to change it. Oh, I'm sorry. Do kind of be like that. Yeah, I don't know, man. I haven't really gotten that far in Silk Song yet. All right. Let's start cranking this into the roof. Well, let's start with a little bit of radiation. A little distortion here. Little radiator, get your butt out here. Okay. Ooh. Do I dare destroy this? I don't think I want to, but like that little bit of bias on the bass is crazy. Kind of gives this satisfying like fuzz to it. Yeah, cool New York style beat. Absolutely, Sancho, you get it. This is very like East Coast, you know. I don't know, I think I'm gonna ruin a good thing if I do too much of that. We'll keep it really low key. Oh, I've got one last thing I want to try here. Let's take off this everything that we got on the master right now. And I wanted to try a little bit of that LA2A on the mid-range. I don't know why I didn't think to do this sooner. I was so concerned with compressing that bass. Oh, that just brings it forward just enough, right? All right. Let's throw that master chain back on. Ooh, man. That little bit of distortion really goes a long way with that bias on the bass. All right, let's keep it moving along. We're gonna start to raise this by, let's see, 4.5, I think. And we're gonna shove it into the ceiling just like a little bit. Throw a limiter on there. Cool. Let's see where around our loudness because it is starting to sound super loud. Damn, we might almost already be there. Let's bring it back to the beginning. Oh man, we're so close. I think we are going to use the maximizer though to help push it over the line. Give it a little bit more vibrance, really, is what I'm hoping. Maybe not too much more loudness, but... Okay, here, it might jump up in volume here. Just a little loudness warning. Oops. Okay, I may have screwed up that. Huh. Yeah, I think I screwed it up. That's okay. We'll run that again. All right. Loudness warning once more. Like that. Actually, no, we're gonna go without it. All right, let's get an accurate reading on our LUFS. And let's do a little save as. There we go. This might almost be too loud, actually. As long as it stays below minus 9.0. Love that key switch intro. Thank you, man. I thought that was pretty clever. I think it's gonna sound sick once I drop my producer tag on it, you know? TapDaddyBeats and it fucking switches. Yeah. Oh man, we might be too loud here. Man. I think here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna pull back on this a little bit. All right, let's run it back. You get it, man. Oh man, I think we're gonna be right on target. This is good. -10 exactly. Dude, that's perfect. Hell yeah. All right, let's save it. Damn. And I think that was all of the tracks. Wow, we got done quick today. We were flying through these, honestly. Well, anyways, thank you guys so much for keeping me company. Thank you, Signature. Always good to see you, man. Thank you, Aiden, Ray Sean. Who all did we have in here? Mammy. Always good to see Mammy. Big Dave. Hell yeah. Man, we had the homies in here. Hell yeah. Anyways, thank you guys so much for keeping me company. If anybody needs mixing services or beats, reach out to me. I've got my email listed below. I've got my Fiverr linked below if you need mixing services. I believe I have my BeatStars listed as well. Let me know if I don't. I'm sure you guys can find it. But anyways, thank you guys for hanging out. My name is TapDaddy, and until next time, have a good one. Happy producing, happy mixing, all that good jazz. Cheers, Signature. All right, later, guys.